what we try to do is look at strategy as a process, and we're constantly, it's not just something that starts and ends, so we don't have a strategy phase per se. It's something that is interwoven into everything that we do. And some of the ways that we measure it are by the output, so what we create and how successful that is, either for the client. Some of it is what kind of insights and opportunities that we can uncover. And then frankly, it's a lot of iteration. It is just going back and forth and really trying to understand whether the strategy that we thought was right was actually right. I think for us, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to uncover things that we had assumptions about, but turned out to be completely different in the real world.
There are some obvious KPIs, and then oftentimes there's just the intangibles that are hard to really understand what those are until you get into the process, and then you can start to identify those. So oftentimes it's just might be you need to sell more bags of chips, or you might be, so those are easy to measure. But when you're talking more about brand, you're talking about sentiment, obviously there are measurements there, but it still needs to ladder up to some sort of a, whether it's a sales or it's an engagement or something that you're trying to measure. What are we really trying to get to? Because clients oftentimes come and say, we've got this issue, we've got this problem. Well, is that really the problem? Is that really the issue? And so we have to try and first just understand what the what really is, then we can move to the who and the how. So I think for me, it's trying to dig deeper and trying to get them to open up and really talk, and then of course pair that with research and whatever else we need to do to understand what the real need is.
The challenge on a day-to-day basis is the volume of information that's available, and trying to make sure that we disseminate that in a way that we can really apply it, because for us it's all about applied strategy. In the end of the day, it's not just trying to do a research paper or a great infographic that pushes our opinion out. It's about really moving the needle and making key decisions that cost our clients lots of money that they're making bets on for the future. So from a measurement perspective, I would say we just try to take it all in, and at the end of the day, just really try to be thoughtful about every decision that we're recommending and every proposition we're making.
We have 3 different channels that we work with, which is an online e-commerce store, Amazon, and then retail. And they all just have different aspects of, which one do we want to grow quicker, which one should we be focusing some of our marketing dollars on. And so I think strategy has just a huge role in that, putting that plan together. Another way that we've been able to measure certain things is just through our customers. The online access, I think, and the feedback that we get from them, it really is helping us to say, okay, these are great products that we're really selling, and that's going to give us the feedback.
I think of strategy as having vision and perspective, and so from my perspective, strategy is about understanding the overall objectives of an organization, being able to articulate a plan to achieve those objectives, and then understanding the measurements that go into seeing if you're making progress toward that success. So for me personally, that gets applied in 2 primary ways. One is with our clients. I'm still pretty involved with a lot of our key engagements where I'm able to help shape the overall strategy that a client is developing when it comes to digital. And then of course for Viget ourselves as a company, I'm very much focused on making sure that we have a overarching strategy that's constantly evolving. I mean, technology is changing, the industry is changing, our staff is constantly changing. So making sure that our strategy aligns with all of those opportunities is a big part of my role. Success varies for clients, right? So for every project it's different. Some clients we're trying to increase revenue by selling more products, or then maybe they're trying to raise money, or maybe they're trying to widen their audience. So the metrics that go into measuring that success varies from client to client. We make sure we understand that early in the engagement, and we're tracking it along the way. Digital success in general is very measurable for the right types of projects. So for us, this is one of the reasons that we really emphasize the need for strategy and execution to be interwoven together, because if you define strategy up front and then throw it over the wall to another team to execute on, you're really missing a huge opportunity to measure along the way what's working, what's not working, and then kind of course correct throughout the course of a digital project. So by measuring success in certain ways and iterating throughout the course of an engagement, you're much more likely to find ultimate success in your digital projects.